Oh, oh, I'm so sorry. I didn't get anything on you, did I? No, no. Okay, okay. I am so sorry. I'm in a bit of a rush. I wasn't paying attention. Y- yeah, I guess it is a little late for coffee. I just wanted a little pick me up, but I'm in a bit of a rush, so I'm really sorry. Oh, why? Well, I have a thing to get back to at home. Yeah, uh, well, what's the thing? It's just this silly little thing that I'm doing research on. Yeah, you like to ask questions, don't you? Um, Not that there's anything wrong with asking questions. Inquisitive minds are important and an integral part of the growth of any society. Um, yeah, it's just you're asking a lot of questions. I'm a little nervous to answer. I'm you know, I just have some interests that not a lot of people share. So, um, oh, well, um, for instance, um, I like anime. I know it makes me a bit of a weeb, I guess, but it's I like their plot lines and story and stuff. You 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 like anime too? Are you are you messing with me? 'Cause if you are, it's not very nice. You're not. Wh- What's your what's your comfort anime? One Piece. Hmm. Never really could get into it myself, but I can see why people like it. It's long, never abandons you. Sorry, that was probably a bad joke. I don't actually know your circumstance if you were ever abandoned by a family or friend. Yeah, that's my bad. Any Anyway, what's mine? You're probably gonna laugh at me. Uh, it's Naruto. I really like Naruto. You you like Naruto too? Okay. Who's your favorite character? Okay, that's based. Yeah, okay. Yeah, Itachi's mine too. I love Itachi. Like Itachi. It's probably weird to love a fictional character, right? Well, appreciate the writing of the character. Mm. Okay, all right, fine. I do love Itachi. Yes. Oh no, I'm not in a rush to go back and watch anime. I can hit pause and play and uh well, I was just doing some research into one of my other interests, and I felt myself getting a little you know sleepy. Yeah, kind of. Man, I should probably head back, right? It's a long night. It's been a long 5 or so minutes standing here in front of this coffee shop. Mm-hmm. Well, I was researching. Uh, I was researching D&D stuff. Okay, so you know of D&D, yeah? Okay. I assume you haven't played. It's kind of dorky. It's D&D stands for Dungeons and Dragons, which is pretty yeah, pretty dorky. Well, it's how to explain what D&D is about? Winning? No, there's no winning the game. Uh, yeah, you can make a ton of bad choices. Actually, yeah. There's save points. Well, no. There's no save points. There's stopping points. There's a we're gonna wrap it up here for the night kind of thing. But there's no like save. There's no like random glowing orb in the distance over here on a pedestal. Yeah, yeah, that was a Final Fantasy X reference. Yeah, you're right. um, yeah. Okay. So essentially, D&D is a storytelling role playing game. It's called tabletop, where um. I should have some of this coffee. um, essentially, this tabletop, it's you have like a character sheet, and your character sheet will have your statistics, your information on what your character can do. Oh no, not everyone has the same character. In fact, it is encouraged not to have the same character. Think about it like this: do you play shooter games? Have you played Overwatch? Yeah, yeah, you played Overwatch. You look like the type. Sorry, there was a probably another bad joke. Anyway, sorry. I play Overwatch too. Anyway, yeah. So Overwatch. You know how you have your tanks and your supports and your DPS and that kind of stuff, right? Well, it makes for a balanced team. Same. Yeah, you definitely want some heavy hitters, some buffs, and you want some support and everything like that. It's to make a balanced group, a balanced party, if you will. That's what they're called. Instead of a team, it's a party. Your party members, if you will. hmm but yes, you have this little sheet, and it holds your statistics and it holds all of your information. And so you could be a fighter, which means you can be like dual wielding. You could be like, oh, dual wielding means you could have like a sword in one hand and a sword in the other, and you can like blah blah. You can like slice and just keep on slicing. You can have like so many attacks. It could be really cool. Which means also you can also take pretty strong hits. Oh, and you could be a magic user. Magic is like a little kind of like intimidating if you've never played D&D before, or a game that holds magic, because you have to think about your spells. You have to understand your spells. You have to be fairly familiar with your spells. If they do require components, components are like things like, you know how sometimes like you could speak. Well, you probably wouldn't know because you're not like you're not there. But you know how sometimes like in movies they'll like wave their hands around and then they'll speak some words and like Allah Kazam, but like and then there's also there's other components too. There's like physical components where you could require like some like rat droppings, or like charcoal or gold dust, like stuff like that. So you have to be familiar with your spells in order to make sure that you can actually cast them, because that would be no bueno, if you can't. I've been babbling. Um, anyway, the long and the short of it is that yeah, D&D is a role playing simulation game where you hang out with your friends and you tell a story in a fantasy world where you can fight um, goblins and dragons and stuff. Get treasure and things. Yeah. Well, yeah, I do get pretty excited. um, that's my bad. I kind of just went off on a little tangent there. When I get excited, I realize that I can not stop talking. It's why I get a little a little nervous sometimes, because I know that listening to this stranger essentially yammer and babble and stuff about something you don't even know or care about, could be kind of annoying or weird, or both. Why not see for all of the above? So yeah, that's why I tend to just kind of keep to myself. Just yeah. But what? What do you mean we're not strangers? Oh, oh, you know me? Have we met before? Uh, oh, oh, we go to the same university. Oh, yeah. Remember a second ago when I said that I pretty much just keep to myself? Yeah, that's that's my bad. Do we take a class together? Oh, no, we don't. Okay. Well then, how do you know me? Uh, oh, you've okay. Yeah. All right. Well, I mean, if I took my head out of a book, I am certain that I would have seen you around too. Oh, yeah. I've always kind of got a book in my hand. Um, I also work like an online job as well, so I'm pretty much always either reading a book to learn more, or I'm reading up on options, things that I can do to make my job better online. Oh yeah, do you know what ASMR is? You probably think I'm a weirdo. You do? Oh, okay, yeah. Um, well, I'm an ASM artist. You listen to ASMR? Oh, well, that's great. Does it help you? Hmm. Heck yeah. Oh, that makes me so happy to hear. What? Well, I mean, I think that ASMR is wonderful, and if it helps you, then that's great. If it helps you sleep, then that's amazing, and that's what I want for you. That's what I want for everyone. Well, yes, but I can wish that kind of comfort onto you, even knowing that you don't listen to my ASMR. Well, I mean, I assume you don't listen to my ASMR. I mean, not that you would know anyway. I kind of have a online pseudonym so I can keep my privacy. Yeah, but I mean, yeah, I would have. I'm sorry that I haven't seen you around. I'm usually, like I said, nose in a book, not really paying attention to the world around me. Just kind of do my classes and move along. Oh, well, thank you. I just like reading. It makes me happy, and I mean, researching things that I really like and like learning about. It's fun, and I live such a busy life, and I don't really have a lot of friends. So, what else am I doing with my time? That sounded pathetic. It's not okay. I should I should preface that. It's not that I don't have many friends. It's that, me and my best friend, we, have like very different lives, and sometimes it's hard to get schedules lined up and stuff. And I'm really close with my family too, but they don't live near me, so we don't really get to connect that much. I just realized that I was babbling again. I can talk. Mm. Well, I'm usually quiet around campus because I'm reading, and like I said, it's not like I'm talking to someone. I'm just kind of thinking to myself. Oh, yes, I do think this fast. In fact, I think faster, which is why I tend to stutter when I get nervous, because the words are coming out faster in my brain than they're falling out of my mouth. And then my mouth breaks like a record. It's just the fastest thing that came to mind. Sometimes my brain thinks really fast, and then other times it thinks really slow. Yeah. But yeah, I should head back, and I'm gonna go do more research. You want to learn D&D based off of a horrible explanation that I just gave in the middle of the night outside of a coffee shop? What's your ulterior motive? Okay, as far as ulterior, oh my gosh, I broke again. Motives go. That's actually not terrible. Making friends is nice, and I mean, there is no better way to make friends in D&D, but also technically lose some. You can definitely lose friends. It's worse than Monopoly. It's worse than Mario Kart, okay? That's all I'm saying, is that, I could make a really stupid decision, and then all of a sudden your character could die. Oh, you sweet summer child. You will become attached to your character. It is not just quote-unquote alright if your character dies. Mm-mm. You will not feel that way. And if you don't feel that way, attached to your character, I mean, if you don't, then you're not playing D&D right. And I have failed. I have failed as a mentor in the D&D ways. Oh. Well, that's very sweet of you to say. I do have a lot of passion. I tend to get very excited, as I mentioned before. Usually, why again I keep to myself. People find my excitement kind of weird. Well, thank you for saying so. I appreciate that. I don't know. If I like something, I want to be excited about it, and I know that not everyone shares that kind of sentiment, but I don't know. Here I am. Yeah. So you want to learn? Well, first you need to understand the races and classes that are at your disposal to play, and you choose a race and a class, and then you need a set of dice. You gotta go out and buy those. It might not be a bad idea to own a player's handbook of the edition that we're playing, and maybe perhaps a monster manual or something like that. I don't know. I like monster manuals because I think the monsters are cool and I like learning. But okay, so maybe you don't need the monster manual, but I think it'd be cool to have. Okay, fine. I mean, it'd probably be a good idea to wait until you actually like the game before buying. Okay, player's handbook, and a set of dice. Yeah, I know where to go to buy those things. Do you want me to pick them up for you? or we can go to yeah, together. Yeah, we can go together. Yeah, it's a date. Like a a marking in the calendar of people meeting to accomplish a task. It's a date. Or it could also be two people who are wanting to spend time together and get to know each other too. There's multiple definitions of date. Whatever suits your fancy, as they say. Yeah, I'm just a little awkward. Yeah, so, uh, why are you being so nice to me? Mm, hmm. I mean, I'm not trying, I'm sorry. I'm not trying to fish. I don't want it to seem like I'm fishing. Um, I'm not used to people being so kind, um, and curious about wanting to know more about me. I have my family who grew up with my eccentricities, and my best friend I met when I was in grade 5. So, I've got her locked in. She really doesn't have a chance for escape anymore. But, but new people. I'm just I'm just not used to new people having any kind of curiosity or interest in my interests. So I guess I just felt a little unnecessarily skeptical. I apologize. Ad, ad, ado, ado, ad, adorable. Adorable? Is that the right word? Is that really the right word? Are you sure? I don't know if adorable would be the word that I would use. Dorky for sure. Nerdy, yes. Um, but adorable. That feels like a bit of a stretch. You're right. You're right. It is your prerogative to decide what is adorable or not. Um, but yeah, yes. To get back to the topic at hand, getting you into D&D. Yes. So we can meet up tomorrow, afternoon, perhaps. I suppose I should give you my contact information. Here you go. Yeah, just scan the. Yeah. Okay. Great. So, what was your. So, what was your name?